Hello and welcome back to another episode of Uncut XCOM 2 here on iBluAirJgR Gaming for Comedy. Central already trying to talk over me. So rude, but here we go. We're back in the base, and as always, first and foremost, we're not going to go customize the soldiers first. What we're going to do first is we're going to complete a little bit of a scan. Not now. We're going to complete a scan. Where are we going to complete the scan? I don't know. I guess for those supplies. We're not going to go for the supplies just yet. I'm lying. Yes, we are. Of course we're going to go. Nah, okay. We're going to complete the scan by making contact with this area. It's going to cost a little research and all, a little bit of intel and all that, but we have enough, and we've got to, slowly make our way to that location for the Avatar project. So I'll double back for those supplies over there. Hopefully they'll be there by the time the scan finishes. But this is what I really wanted to do. I wanted to finish the plated armor research because I want to build up some plated armor, the exosuit, the spider suit. I want to make all that stuff. I want to kit out my soldiers. Okay, so here we go. We've got predator armor is what it's called. The spider suit is a really cool thing. It lets you get onto high up locations really easily. Exosuit, it gives your units armor and access to rocket launchers and flamethrowers. It's really cool. And some other stuff is instant, so we can complete certain researches instantly, which is pretty cool. But we're not going to... Well, I mean, why not? It's instant, right? He's just talking about the sectoid. We don't need to see that. But we've got new research and we've got new items available, which is pretty cool. The Mind Shield is a very powerful item. It blocks out the mind control ability, and the soldier that's wearing this cannot panic. They can't be disoriented. They can't be stunned. It's actually a really fantastic item. But that's not what we're worried about. We need to finish this officer autopsy, and that's going to finish the next time we get to the globe, to the geoscape. But for now, what we're gonna do.
Among the staunchest of anti-alien dissidents, recovered Advent equipment is highly coveted.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna give out these promotions, and we're gonna look at the new armor that the troops are wearing. Which for some reason, why is it? Oh, I haven't bought it yet. Okay, before we do that, build items, weapons, armor. Here we go. Predator armor. It only cost corpses, a little bit of supply, and some alloys. Totally worth it. Look at that. Okay, I don't know why Bob just is. I was not expecting my midriff to be exposed in this new set of armor, but I kind of like it. But I don't. So we're actually gonna have to go in and sort of recustomize everybody at some point. But that's not what we're gonna look at today. What we are gonna look at is Josh Watson. Yeah, I'm not liking the fact that the midriff on everybody is just exposed all of a sudden with this new armor set. Not on everyone. Not on the people that originally had the midriff exposed. But that's okay. So we're going to take a look at Josh Watson. And he is another ranger, which is actually a little bit crazy that I have so many rangers. And he only gets one promotion. And I do like the Phantom ability better than Blade Master, so I'm going to make another Phantom. Yeah, I'm gonna make another Phantom. Okay. As for his look, I actually don't even know what to do with J. Watson. That is a ridiculous name. But what we are gonna look at though is the promotions for Lily and Lancel. These are the true Rangers, and since we do actually have a new armor set, we're going to look at a little bit of the customization for what we can do with him. So he is our Phantom. So we've got two new abilities. This Lancel Jones is supposed to be our stealth unit. So he's got the option Shadow Strike while concealed. He gains a 25 bonus to hit, a 25 aim bonus, and 25 crit bonus. So that's pretty crazy. So he becomes this really powerful Juggernaut unit. But the alternative is Shadow Step. He doesn't trigger Overwatch. I feel like that works a little bit better if you're going for the Blade Master tree. So we're going for Shadow Strike. He's going to be straight up lurking in the shadows, just straight up murking people. He gets one just automatic, seemingly guaranteed murk per mission if you can play it right. So let's take a look at the customizations we can put him through now that he has a completely new set of armor. Yeah, the Predator armor. And that is the cool thing about the sort of that is the cool thing about each new armor set in the game, is that each new armor set looks completely different from the previous ones, uh, which is nice. You know, it's nice that they look completely different. I really wish the midriff wasn't exposed on this one, on this Anarchy's Children variant of this armor piece. Just because I'm not a fan of having the belly out, especially on male soldiers. I'm just not trying to look at that. You know, ladies want to look at the belly exposure, but me, not so much. Now, the hood, I don't know how much I like the hood with all the plates and stuff going on. So let's take a look at some helmets and see if we can kind of. You know, he came in with a mohawk, right? And he came in with that sort of cool mohawk swagger, and I covered it up with the hood because the bandana option wasn't there before. But now that he's unlocked the bandana, now that he's ranked up enough, I'm gonna start making him a little bit more unique. So I'm gonna give him that that bandana. I'm gonna give him that bandana. So that's Lancel Jones is starting to come into his own. And I was not planning on that rhyming, but it did, and I'm happy about it. Now, as for the arms, I want him to be sleeveless because he is a ranger, and I feel comfortable with the rangers being sleeveless. But so yeah, this is the alternative customization option. Once you get the Predator armor, you start. Things start to look a little bit more futuristic. You know, getting that sort of exosuit look going on. I'm using sort of muted colors right now, so it's not extremely shiny. But you can make, you know, it does get brighter if you use brighter color. You know, you get that hot pink going on. He's not going to be a hot pink. I'll make a crazy soldier vendor. Let me ask you a question. I'll ask questions. Time to ask a question. And I may have asked this before, but how much realism would you go for in an XCOM playthrough? Do you want your soldiers to feel like real soldiers more so than the crazy guys, or not? I go for I have asked this question before. But either way, you know, I want a nice mix. 'Cause here's the thing. XCOM needs to be a TV show. It really does. Okay? XCOM needs to be a television show. And it really does. XCOM needs to be a TV show. And I'm going to leave it at that because I've completely lost my train of thought. And I like that tiger thing down there. But yeah, it is really cool though that the customization options, they do change pretty drastically. The visuals change drastically as your soldiers rank up. So anyway, that's enough of that. Right, let's check out Lily. So like I said before, the Shadow Step, that is a cooler option to have if you have the sword. I feel that's somehow viable if you have the sword. If you just want to try and guarantee eliminate an Overwatch without risking anyone. So we're going to see how that plays out in the future. But before we do that, now Jin Hong Jung, the Lily, why am I calling everybody by the wrong name today? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, no, he's not showing off that midriff like that. But here's the thing. Even though I want to have uniforms for each soldier, I want to have sort of a consistency across the board. I want the soldiers to feel unique. And I actually do know how to do one thing with the uniforms manager mod. So let's see the one thing that I know how to do. With a soldier of a male, I can only know how to do this with same-sex soldiers. Right, so this is Lancel Jones, and I'm going to create uniform, and I'm going to call it the Ranger. Confirmed. Uniform has been created. Now I'm going to check it, and I'm going to make the uniform global. The uniform has been made global. Now I'm going to go back over to Lily. Going to go back to the uniform manager and turn him into the Ranger, and now his costume has been changed to the Ranger. No, it hasn't. Had to double click it. There we go. So now Jin Hong Jung. Look, I'm not trying to say that all Asians look the same. That is not what I'm getting at all. Li Li is from China. Ji Hong Jung is from Korea. They are completely different. They even look different. They have different personalities. They have different faces. It's different. I shouldn't even leave that part in because that's potentially offensive, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to go back to the customization. And what I was saying before is, even though I want to do this sort of uniform thing for my soldiers, I also want each soldier to be a little bit unique within that class. So all the Rangers are orange in color, right? All the Rangers have orange armor. But each Ranger should feel like their own Ranger. You know, the uniform can have a little bit of variation, a little bit of, you know, different swagger on it, you know? And that's what I'm trying to go. I'm trying to really flesh out and make this really unique squad so that when somebody dies, I can feel like I want to completely restart the entire playthrough. Now, he was wearing a hood before, so I feel like he's the type of guy that would that always wears a mask. So we're almost never really gonna know what Lily's face looks like. That's cool. I'm not gonna use it on him, but somebody else is gonna get it at some point. The muzzle, that's too much. But as you can see, there's just so many different options for customization. And just going to put out an all points bulletin, the gas mask does not protect you from poison. It is purely cosmetic. But I'm sure you could have already figured that. You know what I might have to do? I might have to actually go in and download another mod with some more customization options for the helmets, just to get something that I really like for Lily. But for now, this is what we're going to work with. And you know what? We're also going to make his orange a little bit brighter, just because he is the Blade Master. And, you know, since he is the Blade Master, he's a little bit more reckless. He's still lurking in the shadows a little bit, but you know what? He's trying to get in there, and he's trying to just chop people up. Just not a single care in the world. So there we go. I'm going to leave it like that for now. So there we go. I'm going to go, before the next mission, I'm going to go in and fix everybody else and all that good stuff. Because stuff is all types of messed up right now. But before we do anything, I'm going to save that game. Boom goes the save, boom goes the save. And here we go. So let's head back to the globe. Now, we're gonna finish making contact with this place, because we do have to creep towards this Avatar project. Remember what I said, respect the timers in real life and in XCOM. Don't disrespect it. Oh, cutscene, real one. I'm not gonna skip it.
Easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness.
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live admin officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
New objective added.
Wow, that was a nice PowerPoint presentation that Dr. Tigan made. It was very interactive.
Commander.
The Advent Captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this skulljack that Tigan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that we need to be doing right now. A tremendous amount of things to do. My goodness. Okay, so there's a ton of research, and research is valuable. The alien encryption, I don't even know how this benefits me. But I think this is actually part of the story, so but I do want the sniper. We'll stick with conventional snipers for now. I'm gonna go for the alien encryption. Yeah, I'm sure you did. It's only gonna take 5 days anyway. So yeah, there's just a ton of stuff to be doing right now.
Commander.
You actually can't do anything for me right now. I'm actually in a tight spot. So here's the thing. We don't have any supplies left. We'll get some next month. But we need supplies to create a workshop and a power relay. We've got a lot of stuff to build right now. And we're stuck in Africa, actually. And this is kind of what was happening in my last playthrough. I got stuck in Africa, and then the Avatar project advanced too fast. But I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let that happen again. Because I'm not going to worry too much about it. We get a supply drop in 14 days. So within the next 14 days, I'm going to get that supply drop, and I'm going to finish that heat signature scan. So here's what we're going to do first. We're going to make contact with these people. Going to make contact. This looks like India. So we're going to make contact with India. Boom, flying in. We don't need to see the cutscene this time. But we've got a bigger income now, and we have access to West Asia and New Indonesia. So we've got access to a lot of new countries now. So we're expanding pretty well, but we can't expand any further because we don't have an engineer in our relay. So what we're going to do now, what is that? We're going to go over here and get those supplies because I need the supplies very badly.
Avenger plotting new course.
Yes, Avenger, plot that course. Steer clear of that frickin' UFO. And we're going to start scanning. Now, I don't know if this is a mission. Oh, no, a dark event has completed. Midnight raids. The cost of recruits has gone up by 100% for a month. That sucks. That was the hidden dark event that I didn't finish. But the thing is, I have a lot of recruits I have a lot of soldiers right now, so I don't need to worry about that too much. What I do need to worry about is people dying. Alright, let's check out the research. New facility. The shadow chamber is available. That's actually not something I need to build for a long time. But, you know, thankfully, now that I finished that, this other research is instant, so it's probably a good thing that I did research that. And blah, blah, blah. He's talking about the turrets. They're automated, blah, blah, blah.
Stationing completely autonomous weapons in close proximity to the people in those cities.
The defense matrix. This is actually something valuable for a mission in the future. The defense matrix, what that does is it allows you to utilize turrets on Avenger defense missions. And that's actually something in the future, so I'll explain that more when it actually comes up, because it's actually pretty cool. All right, we're doing pretty well right now. We're doing pretty well now. Let's see. It's dead air. It's not good. It's not good.
Knowing that my path to
Okay, I went with the Advent Trooper autopsy, and we will see
Just
why
give the word and I'll get started,
in just a
Commander.
moment. So we're gonna head back to the globe, and we're gonna finish up the scan for the supplies. Hopefully a mission doesn't interrupt us. Okay.
Of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
I guess one of the annoying things about XCOM when you are in the geoscape is that there is a lot of back and forth when your research completes fairly quickly. You know, because you complete the research and then you go back and forth and back and forth. But it's not that bad because it loads quickly enough that it's not annoying. But the reason I went for the Advent Trooper autopsy is I believe now I have access to the battle scanner, but I can't make it because I don't have enough supplies. But that is the main item that I put on snipers. You can basically toss it out like a football and it scans a specific area. It's really cool.
I wish we had a simulator for Bradford to practice on. If he crashes this ship, I might just hand him over to Advent myself.
That's a nice one. Apparently, Central Officer Bradford flies the Avenger, and he doesn't fly very well. But we're almost done here, people. I know I've been kind of rambling. Well, and you know what? There we go. We're completely done because the aliens are running amok, and it's time to retaliate. So the next time we come back, we're doing Operation Burning King. It sounds very dramatic. We're probably going to see a lot of aliens, and it's going to get pretty hectic. So there we go. iBluAirJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I enjoyed making it. And next time, we're going to burn the hell out of that king. And hope we don't see any chrysalids. But we probably will. See you next time.